Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go to the assignment. So I will go to Canvas and find the data. So this is the data I want to use today, and I'm going to make sure I select above it up here, and I'm going to drag all the way through it. And get right to here, and then I'm going to right click and copy. Okay, now I'm going to go to a blank spreadsheet. So I go to Google Sheets and I go File New and Spreadsheet. I'm going to take this data and I'm going to dump it right in here. So I'm going to go to Edit, Paste. And there it is. And now I want to kind of format it a little bit. So I'm going to click in the top corner. I'm going to then double click between A and B, or B and C, doesn't matter, and it will make it more readable. This is a list of NASCAR drivers. No, I'm sorry, Formula One drivers. And this is their nationality, team, race, wins, podiums, championships. What we want to do is we want to have a tool that allows us to select a driver and it shows how many podiums and championships they've had. So the first thing we have to do is a little bit more formatting just to make it easier. I'm going to go to 1 right here and highlight the whole row, right click, and I'm going to go to View More Row Actions and freeze up to row 1. Okay, so now I can scroll down and see the whole thing. All right, now I want to make sure I'm at the top, and I'm going to click on driver name, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the last person. And now I'm going to close this over here and go to data and look for named ranges. Once I find named ranges, I'm going to call this drivers because these are the drivers. Okay, and then I'm going to go over and I'm going to do the same thing for wins. I'm going to click here and I'm just going to select all the way down, and then I'm going to go over to named ranges. I'm going to add a range called wins. Or actually, I want podiums. Sorry, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go back here and just take the podiums, add range, and I'll call it podiums. And now it knows that those are the podiums. Now I want the championships, so I'm just going to select from the bottom this time and go all the way up to championships, and I'm just going to add a range and call it championships. Now you can see it's showing me that it's selecting those rows, so I'm going to click done. All right, now I'm also going to rename this sheet down here, and I'm going to call this, so I go rename and I call it driver data. And then I want to hit the plus sign to add another one. So there's my second sheet. So I have driver data, and then I have this empty one. But in this empty one, I'm going to create a drop down. So my drop down is going to be insert. And then I'm going to drop down like that. And it has a drop down menu now, but I want it to actually select from the range. So I'm going to go over here to the right and click drop down from a range. Then you just put in the range you want to do, which we want drivers. So I'm going to type in D-R-I-V-E-R-S. And it shows me the list of drivers from that list. And I'm going to click done. So now if I go over here and I click on this, you'll see that I have an option to select any one driver. But now I want it to below here say, let's see, podiums, and then championships. Okay, so right here, I'm going to click in this cell, I'm going to double click, and I'm going to create an equal sign, and I'm going to type in Xlookup, all caps, and then I'm going to type left parenthesis, and then I'm going to click on this field up here to get it in there, so A1, because that's what we want it to look for, is the driver that I select. And then I put a comma in, and I'm going to say search drivers, because that is the name of our range. And then I'm going to, for the result, I want it to search podiums. And then I hit a right parenthesis, and I hit enter. Now it's going to look like that for now, but you'll see in a second what it does. So now I'm going to go on championships and do the same thing. Equals Xlookup, and then again drivers, and then comma podiums, or no, this one's championships. There it is, championships, comma, and then I want it to return, let's see, driver selected, check championships, and show me. Let's see if that's it right there. Let me look at this formula again. A1, oh, I forgot the A1. Okay, so A1 is the one we wanted to read from. Yeah, A1 is the one we want to read from up here, and search drivers, return the championships. Hit tab. So now, if I select a driver, Max Verstappen, you can see that he had 98 podiums here and 3 championships. Pretty good. If I go down to Carlos Sainz, 20 podiums, no championships. Okay, so what I want you to be able to do is create one of these and just show me that you get the right answer. So Landon Norris, I'm going to make this a little bigger so I can see the name better. You might actually want to make this bigger like this. So this kind of gives you an idea of their stats, but this allows you to then have a big set of data and be able to pull out just certain pieces of information. Now I'm going to rename this to keep it clean and call it driver selection tool. Okay, so now I have the information I need for Landon Norris. Again, I can just go in between a couple of these. Just include one selection in your PDF, and now I'm going to say File, and then I'm going to go to Download as PDF. Now the difference in this one is I want to have both sheets, so the workbook. So I want both of this and this. Okay, so I make sure I select workbook, and then I go to landscape, fit to width, formatting everything. I'm going to click export. I should have named it, F1 formula data or something like that, so you can name it that. Then you turn it in on the assignment. And that is it for Google Sheets.